Hi everyone and welcome back to another video with Gingerbexxi. It is actually over a month since the last time I did a video because I was going to do it last weekend and then I didn't, so yeah. What did I do last weekend actually? Oh, I cleaned and I cleaned and I cleaned and I fucking cleaned and that's all done. Literally all done last weekend, which is freaking clean. However, it was nice and sparkly and fabulous. My hair's annoying me today. I went in the shower this morning and I just let it dry, so that's a little bit annoying and I look a bit of a mess. But anyway, so yes, it has been a month since my last video and quite a bit has happened actually since the last video. Not happy things, unfortunately. My car got written off. My new car, by the way, I bought it on the 27th of June. And on the 4th of August, the day after my birthday, the day that we were actually going out for my birthday, I was coming round a roundabout and someone didn't stop at the roundabout. Oh no, she started to stop and then she just went. Anyway, so she smashed into me and my car got written off. It was me and my best friend that were in the car and I mean, we were fine, sore, I mean, my shoulder still hurts from the seatbelt. But apart from that, it was uninjured really. Couple of small injuries and pain and pain and pain, but apart from that we were okay. I hate going round roundabouts now. Like coming up to, if I'm going like round a roundabout to the right, I get a little bit scared now. Cause like my car got written off on the Saturday and I got a hire car on the Thursday. Now it's meant to be like for like. Now I drove a Peugeot 208, which is a little car, you know, well it's not a tiny car but it's, you know, still small. And they gave me a Nissan Qashqai, which by the way is a freaking tank. I mean I sat and like I had to climb to get into the freaking car. And I had like the seat like as far forward as possible and as like as high up so I could see over the fucking steering wheel. It was an awful car. Not just that, I just hate it. I hate the whole thing about the car. And of course, like it was provided by her insurance company because it was her fault. So her insurance company provided me with a hire car. And I think they were trying to give me like the best car they could give me, just like, you know, as a kind of apology. But it was horrible. I hated it so much. Anyway, so yeah, I got given that car and that was on the Thursday. I drove it back here from the hire car place and I stalled the car about 6 times. Yeah, because it was just such a sensitive clutch. So anyway, drove the car back here and then on the Friday, me and my sister went out. I says, "Mom, I'll take us for waffles, just to get out in the car a little bit because I had to go back to work on the Monday. And I just wanted to get like out in the car just a little bit before I had to go back to work. So I did. I went in the car, and when I came up to turn right round a roundabout, this car didn't stop, and I had slammed on my brakes, and I had a bit of a fright. So that was not fun at all. So now I'm a little bit scared for going round roundabouts. Because I'm quite a good driver, and it was funny because I was actually I spoke to Laurie about it, my gran, Tony, quite a few people actually, about the fact that I am actually a really careful driver. I don't go over the speed limit, I use my indicators, I give enough space, I'm quite you know, careful, probably too careful actually, but careful. But yeah, it's not all about how careful a driver I am, it's the other drivers on the road. Now this woman actually, it was an accident, she wasn't like trying to just jump out in front of me or anything like that. She just genuinely didn't think. She thought, but anyway. So it was a genuine accident, but I mean there is arseholes out there, you know. So yeah, scary on the roads at the moment. So yeah, I had a little bit of stress over that, of course. I had literally just bought the car, so there was still I bought the car. I've got a loan to buy the car. And actually quite a lot of money down now, a lot of money down, because of the accident. It wasn't my fault, my car is gone, so I'm a little bit sad. But I got a new car. I did actually, I got finance on a new car, but I claimed on the insurance of course, so not as much money down as like if I hadn't, But anyway, so I've got my new little car, which is pretty much the exact same car, but this is the GT line, which is like the sporty version. I'm not a big car person, like, at all. I buy a car that drives. This one drives better than what the Citroen did. The Citroen was like a tin can, and this one's not a tin can. This one's, I mean, it's a pretty good car actually. That's great on the motorway. But yeah, so I got the sportier version because it was like only £1 dearer than the other one. So yeah, so I've got my little car, and I've just named him John Point 2, and he's pretty. But yeah, so that happened, and that was awful, like really, really, really awful. Everyone's had to put up with me being a little bit upset and pissed off for the past like month. Well, not just that, I mean, yeah, that's a whole other rant, that part. But anyway, so yes, not a fun month to do with that. However, there has been a couple of, well, not like good things happening to me, like, but I anime this month, well, summer, kind of get into autumn anime. Attack on Titan's came out, and me and my sister, we sat and we had an Attack on Titan binge. We watched Attack on Titan season 1, season 2, junior high, and we watched No Regrets as well. And there's a thing, Giga UK, YouTuber, he's done Attack on Titan in 9 minutes, and it's so funny. And like, it kind of takes the piss out of Attack on Titan, but it doesn't. It's really, really good, and it's so funny. I laugh like every single time I watch it, and me and my sister have these like little like, we'll just, I can text her, Petra, no, and then she will just be in absolute hysterics because she knows exactly what I'm talking about, like what part I'm talking about. So yeah, so we binged an entire weekend. She came to my house after work on the Friday. She left on the Sunday night. Oh, it was like Sunday evening. And like Friday night we binged, we had a bottle of vodka, we had food in that as well. And then on the Saturday we had beer. So that was really, 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 really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that whole weekend of Attack on Titan. And now we've seen episode 1 and episode 2. Episode 3, this is the dub, by the way. I know that there's more out in the sub, but I've been waiting for the dub. So episode 3 comes out tomorrow. Well, it's actually like overnight at like 1:30 in the morning. So my sister will come here after work on Monday, and we'll sit and watch it. And I will probably cook us dinner as well. Yay! So yeah, Attack on Titan, fantastic. Another one that I've actually watched this month was Your Lie in April. Now, I watched this before. So many people hyped it up and hyped it up and hyped it up, and I was like, so I watched it anyway, and like the first time watching it, I wasn't all that impressed. I mean, it was good. It was such a lovely little story, but everyone was like, oh, you'll be bawling your eyes out, it's so sad, it's so terrible, and you know, you'll not be able to stop crying. But I watched it and I was like, well, you know, it's alright, it was a good watch. So I wasn't really 100% impressed by it. But I was sitting on Saturday yesterday, I was really hungover because we were out for cocktails on Friday night, a lot of cocktails. So I was really hungover yesterday, and I was like, oh well, I want to watch something, but I don't want to watch like Attack on Titan or Tokyo Ghoul or something. I want to watch something that I've seen, but not seen a lot. So I was like, right. I sat and watched Your Lie in April, and I was sitting like at 11:30 last night, bawling my eyes out. I mean, I just sat and binged the whole thing yesterday, like all 22 episodes. And oh, I mean, it really is such a beautiful story. But no, I'm bawling my eyes out. Also, I sat down and I made my best friend watch Your Name. She's not into anime like whatsoever, and there's a lot of things that, being an anime watcher, I'm just like, you know, you just roll with some of the weirder stuff. Like, I don't know, want to give any spoilers. But like, there's some parts of Your Name anyway that are just very, very anime. Like, weird things that, as I said, I just roll with, you know? I've seen so much anime now that even the weird stuff, you're like, yeah, fine, whatever. Whereas like, Tony doesn't watch anime at all, and there was some weird things, and I mean, like, I didn't really notice them when I was watching them myself, when I was watching Your Name myself, because, you know, whatever. But when I was watching it with Tony, I was like, oh well, she doesn't really watch anime, so for her it might be a little bit strange. I hope you aren't hearing my phone's going nuts, my family's messaging me, and I hope you aren't hearing all this buzzing. But yeah, so when Tony was watching it, I was like, this is a little bit weird. Maybe she'll just not catch that bit. But anyway, so she watched it. She wasn't actually that impressed, but Your Name is, I mean, it's jumped way up my list of my favourite movies. I mean, like, The Green Mile is like right at the top. That one jumped right over The Green Mile. Absolutely amazing movie. Like, I just love it so much. It's just such a beautiful story. And I don't know, like, there's so much like traditional Japanese things in it, like the ceremony, and I don't know, it just feels, I don't know, just really, really, really pretty. I love it. And I mean, the backgrounds are absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, so yeah, that was Your Lie in April and the new Attack on Titan. Actually, I drew Kenny. I will put him up on the screen here. I drew Kenny, who is actually one of my favourite characters from the new season that's coming out. And he's just such a fantastic, like, fabulous character. I mean, okay, he's a bad guy, he's a dick, but he's a really, really good dick. I just love the whole relationship. I just love it. It's gonna be so cool. And of course, I mean, I've only really seen like 2 episodes with him in it, so, and you've not really seen Kenny that much yet. However, I posted a spoiler by accident. When I had first started drawing Kenny, I put it up online. I was like, oh, and I put his full name, and like hashtagged his full name. And then I was sitting there about 2 hours later, I was like, that's a spoiler. So I went and edited the hashtag so that you couldn't see that his full name. But he's really cool. And I was so pleased with how he came out. Because I drew the gun as well. I don't know, actually, I can't remember what it's called. Like the gear that he uses with the gun. I can't remember what it's called, but I drew that anyway as well. So I was really quite proud of myself. I also went in to draw Levi. I've been doing Levi on the computer, on the graphics tablet, and I've decided that I'm going to do colour. Yeah, because I don't do colour. Colour is not my strong point. I keep actually meaning to buy really good pencils to like do more colour. But no, I'm not very good at colour. Like shading with black and white is so much easier. Because like, it's just easier. But when it's actual colour, I've really struggled with the skin tone. Like I'd done the skin tone and it was really, really, really orangey, so I tried to dial it back, I tried to do it a little bit more pink, and it went really, really, really pink like me in the summer. And then I tried to do a little bit more sort of tan, orangey, the browny type colours. I just couldn't get it. So I ended up going and colour matching from a screenshot. And I actually put it on and I was like, Jesus, he's orange. It was like just as orange as the first time I had tried it, so I was like, yeah, no, that's what it's like, that's how it is in the anime, but I was like, it's just too orange. So I've dialed it back, and I think I've got a good colour. It looks really, really pale. It actually looks like it could do with seeing the sunshine. But like, when you're actually watching Attack on Titan, right, it looks like it's somewhere like Scotland, because it's always like raining and it's always windy and the sun's like hardly ever out, so it's kind of like Scotland, so, you know, pale. But yeah, so I'm doing him anyway. I've not finished him yet. Because I do like a rough sketch and then I go in and I do like I properly draw all the lines. I do it in layers. So I've got like my draft layer, I've got my final line layer. I also do like an outline as well, so that, you know, I never go over the lines, and I do a lot of layers. So at the moment I'm just doing the base colours. So I've got like the base colour for the cape, for the like the apron and the boots and stuff like that. Got all the base colours in, I just have to go in and actually just shade and highlight everything. So that'll be fun. I just can't bother doing it today. I do want to start another drawing on the paper though. I had been drawing Jean, but like the character Jean, not my car Jean. But like this eye, I really struggle. If it's at this angle, I always struggle with this eye. And it looked a bit derpy. So I just left that one for a while, and I've still not finished it because it just looks too derpy. However, I do want to draw Carrie from Your Lie in April. So I've been looking around online and seeing like sort of reference pictures and things, and I think I'll start drawing one today, possibly, maybe. But I want to play a game. I'm in the mood for a game. I went out and bought The Last Guardian, and I started playing it, so I want to play some more of that. I've got a bunch of games there actually that I started playing and not finished. I bought Skyrim and I started playing it, and I'd played it for like 3 hours, and I got lost in a mountain somewhere, and I got killed, and at that point I was like, right, well, I'll turn this one off because I've been playing for a few hours and I'll try the next game. And the next game was Overwatch, and I've never played anything else since. So I really need to actually like get into back into the other games. But I really want to play some more The Last of Us, because I mean I played it right through. Just the once, I played it through the once, and I really did enjoy the game. I loved a lot of stuff about the game. I was speaking to someone about it yesterday, yeah. Because in my last video I had actually said I didn't know how all the the zombies got there. I must have missed that at some point, because I was like, that's something I kind of look out for. I know it had something to do with the spores, but I didn't know where the spores came from. And apparently, and actually there was a BBC documentary and everything, there's this fungus that can infect an ant's brain, and it, the fungus like sprouts out from its brain, and that can, like, the spores, the fungus bit explodes and kills the rest of the ant colony as well. And the ants actually, they go and they like throw away the ones that have been infected, they just like ditch them. So that's what it's based off of. Like, what if this actually happened to humans? So that's, and as I said, I do know that it was about the spores, but I didn't know where the spores came from. And anyway, the person I was talking to messaged me and he was like, watch this. I was like, holy shit. And I mean, it's so fucking creepy knowing that, like, there is actually, that fungus is out there somewhere. And it's creepy. It's really creepy. But anyway, so that's how it all came about. And anyway, that got me right into the mood to play it again. And there is a multiplayer, but I hadn't played that yet because I had other games to play. And I might go in and try it, because I wasn't actually like the best at the game. Like, I played the game and I got through it and everything like that, but I mean, I kept missing things, and it was mostly that whenever I came in contact with one of the infected, I'd squeed a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit of a wuss. So I died a couple of times just for getting a fright because of the infected. Like, I love zombie things. I love zombie, like, I know they're not zombies, they're infected, like, but whatever, they're zombies, they eat you. But I love games and movies and everything that's like based around zombies, but they fucking terrify me. Same with werewolves as well, by the way. And in fact, one of my favourite movies is Dog Soldiers. I have talked about it before in one of my videos. But it's all about werewolves, but I'm terrified of werewolves. And the same, like, Until Dawn, I won't say any more actually, because that's a slight spoiler. I will not say any more, but there is a supernatural aspect to it that I'm scared of. But it's a good game. So yeah, so I think today I might just play The Last Guardian today, because it's a really beautiful game. And it's such a simple little just the concept of the game is so simple. You've got you're a little Aang. I think he looks like Aang from the Last Airbender. You've got Aang, and you have Trico, this big giant like cat bird. It's a mythical creature, but it's just like a big cat bird, and you just use this big cat bird to get around the platforms, and it's just such a beautiful little game. So I mean, I've really enjoyed it so far. I loved Trico. It's so cute. So I think I'll play that, because I mean, that game, it took like 9 years or something to make. and because of the physics of the AI, I mean, it's incredible. It really is absolutely incredible. But is this? I think it's the same guys that done Shadow of the Colossus. The same guy. I think it's the same guy that done Shadow of the Colossus. I am sorry if I'm wrong. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous game. So I'm definitely going to play that today. That's what I'm going to do. Because the music's been really, really pretty in the background too. So very nice. Talking about music, actually, all I have done recently is just listen to soundtracks. Soundtrack after soundtrack after soundtrack. That is all I've listened to, and I really, really don't mind. I've discovered, and it was actually, I was sitting listening to ones on YouTube, because I was like, well, I wanted to buy one, like a new one, but I didn't know what I wanted to buy, and they're quite expensive, so I was like, right, I will listen to them and first to see which one I want. So I was listening to, what was I listening to? I was listening to a fairy tale one, and it was like the chilled, nice, beautiful, pretty, sad, emotional music one. And I was listening to that, and I was like, yeah, that's quite good. And I was sitting drawing Levi, and like the next one came on, and I was like, I recognise this music from somewhere. And I looked at it, and it was Your Lie in April, and that's why I actually went and watched Your Lie. Well, that's what got me in the mood to watch Your Lie in April again. And so I think I'm gonna get that one because it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the soundtrack behind Your Lie in April is just so pretty. Like, it really is so pretty. So yeah, I think that's going to be my next thing. My next purchase anyway. I do have a Comic-Con coming up actually, and usually there's like a booth that has your anime soundtracks in that booth, so I think I'll find one of them when I go. I'm quite looking forward to that though. It's the 22nd and 23rd of this month, September. So I'm quite looking forward to going to that one. However, I am just like really, really, really more and more excited for going to Texas. When I like bought the tickets for Akon, there was nothing on the website because it was literally the day after Akon finished this year. So I just went on and bought the ticket straight away. So the website still said everything for this year, but they've now updated it. And I mean, everything just says, to be announced or coming soon or something like that. But I don't care because I'm just really excited. My dad was asking me about it today actually, because I'm going by myself. If you don't know already. Not that I've ever talked about it in my videos before, but anyway. So yeah, super, super excited. So me and my dad were talking about it today because he's a little bit worried about the fact I'm going by myself. So it's quite a few people actually. But I'll be safe. But there's cocktails at the hotel. That's what me and my dad were talking about today. There's cocktails at my hotel, and when we went to, like, me and my friends went to London recently, and when we got to the airport, there was like bottles of the Kirok vodka, like a big bottle. It was like 1.5 litres or 2 litres of Kirok, which when you go to the shop and you get Limby a 70cl bottle was like £28-ish, like 30-ish pound. And at the airport it was like 1.5 litres or 2 litres, I can't remember, but it was a fucking big bottle. It was like double the size of the one that's in the shop for the same price. I was like, what? So yeah, that is my plan, is when I actually go to the airport, I'm just going to buy a humongous big bottle of vodka and take it with me. Because that means I can sit and drink in the hotel. Yeah. Because I don't really want to go out too much. Because I'm by myself. Maybe I'll be able to, I'll make friends. I make friends pretty easy. I actually made a friend on Friday. I was at the pub, and of course I've got my tattoo on my back, and I had been at the jukebox and I was just like picking songs, just normal, normal people songs, not just anime songs. And anyway, so I had been sitting, and the next time I went to the bar, he was like, what's that on your back? So I started talking to the guy, the bartender, about anime. Turns out he was like a huge big anime fan, and I was away from my friends for about like 45 minutes just talking to the barman about anime. And he was like, he was asking me about like what I do for my job and things like that. So we had just had this big conversation about anime and stuff like this. And yeah, he was like, so what do you do? It's a job. I'm like, oh, I'm a paralegal. I deal with like deceased estates. And he just went, what? I'm like, yeah, you know, Monday to Friday 9 to 5. I'm this very, very professional, nice paralegal who deals with grieving families and things. It's, you know, it's a bit emotional, and then I go home and I watch Attack on Titan. It's fabulous. So yeah, I need to get stuff ready for work tomorrow. I need to like properly like get my head in the game for this diet. Hi baby. Oh, did you hear that? It's so cute. Come on. Don't know if you can see her, but she's been super cute today. Because I had been to work on Friday, of course. And then when I came home from work on Friday, I was literally just home, changed, redoing my makeup, and go, really. So, and I mean, we never got back till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, so it was a late night, and I never had any company, obviously, all day on Friday, apart from a couple of hours, like an hour in the morning and about an hour and a half at night. So I felt really, really, really terrible for that. But they had me all day yesterday, and it's just shedding everywhere. But yeah, they had me all day yesterday, but I was sleeping for a lot of the day because I was, you know, dying. But yeah, super cute. But no, so I'm really excited for going away to Texas. And I just get more and more excited every single day, and I keep like making all these plans for like when I'm at the airport and what I'm doing when I get to the airport and what I'm doing when I get there, because I know there's a sushi bar close by that's like an all-you-can-eat buffet sushi thing, and I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, I'm going to that. There's also a mall close by. I've never been to a mall before, and I really want to go to the mall. Of course, we've got shopping centres over here, but they're not American malls. I want to go to an American mall. I don't know if you can, no, you can't see her. You just see her little tail. She's super cute. But yeah, so I'm going to get ready for work tomorrow. Get all my healthy stuff done. I went to the shop actually to get my cereal, and they never had the cereal that I like. I'm gutted. Don't stop licking that. She's trying to lick my eyeshadow because she's normal. Anyway, I'm going to get me, because I've done nothing but talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and it's now been 28 minutes. I'm so sorry. I keep thinking, right, okay, I'll jump in and I'll do this video, it'll be like 15 minutes long, and then I get like to the end of the video, I'm like, holy shit, I've been talking for 28 minutes. 28 minutes. Anyway, oh, I know, baby, I know. So yeah, I'm going to go. And again, it will be the end of this month, so as I said, I'm doing I've got the Comic-Con at the end of this month, but that's pretty much it. Other stuff will probably happen during the month, like, but that is all my plan for the month, and hopefully I have more drawings to show you as well. So I'm going to get away just now, I'm going to go play The Last Guardian, and, oh, baby. Oh, she's beautiful. But yeah, and I will see you all next month. Anyway, so if you actually enjoyed this video, hit the like button below and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys all next month. Bye! So I took out my drawing and started drawing it. Well, continued drawing. I was drawing her boobs at the time, and this woman came up to me, she's like, yeah, you really should keep your porn inside. And I was